Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. You know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe. Today, I want to talk about relationships and our expectations in said relationships. This is a topic that I wrestle with myself back and forth on whether or not my expectations are unrealistic. And from my perspective, I would say that they're not, because what I'm asking of you is what I'm also willing to give. So I won't ask of you anything that I'm not willing to give, nor will I expect lower than the standard that I give myself. So if I'm accustomed of steak and chips, if you're coming into my life, I expect you to maintain that standard or do better than steak and chips. Give me some lobster. And I wonder if that's a problem that women have as they get older, because I feel like for me in particular, because I am matured, I would say, I won't say old, I would say because I'm matured and I've gone through life and I've accomplished almost every goal that I wanted to thus far. And obviously, I still have so much more goals that I want to accomplish in life. And I'm not there yet. I'm nowhere close to being there yet. But it's hard for me to then deal with a man or accept a man or a partner who is not of the same footing. And I feel like that's where clashes happen. And I feel like too often us as women, we compromise the standard and we compromise what we know that we want and expect to accommodate the other. And I feel like that's not a thing. And a major thing for me is provision. I'm sorry, I cannot respect a man who doesn't provide it. I know that this may be controversial to some, but the scripture is clear on this. And or the fact that, or is it that scripture is antiquated and no longer valid? But just to bring it back to scripture this morning, and not to over bombard you guys with spirituality or anything like that, but the scripture that is referred to, and it made me chuckle, is 1 Timothy 5:8, and it says, "But if any provide not for his own, and especially for those of his own house, he had denied the faith and is worse than an infidel." I have to crack up on this point. I don't believe in men and women sharing the same roles, and I do believe in gender roles. As much as I am a feminist, I think that the structures of our foreparents worked, and they worked because everyone had clear lines and they knew what they were supposed to do and they knew what was expected of them. I think the reason why our relationships don't work today is because everyone doesn't know what they want to do, or there's too much expectation placed on one person. So, and so saying that, when I say I believe in gender roles, I believe that the man is the head of the home and the woman is the neck. The man is the head, the woman is the neck. I believe that a man has to be a provider, a protector, a high priest, because those things are scriptural and my expectations are based on scripture. And a man is supposed to love his wife like Christ loved his church. So which means it's a daily dying. Love is an action word. It's not, but well, I want you and I don't care to and blah 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 blah. It's about being selfless to the point that you would be willing and ready to lay down your life for your wife. So those are my expectations, and I'm sorry, they are not going to ever be lowered to accommodate anyone. And I don't think that they are unrealistic. Wives are supposed to respect your husbands and honor him. But I think it's hard for a woman to honor a man who don't put food on the table, or who cannot keep a roof over their head, or make sure that their children are taken care of. So I just wanted to have that conversation. What are your expectations of your partner when you're in a relationship? What do you expect him to do? Do you expect him to pay the mortgage, pay the rent, provide for the household? And B, men, what are your expectations of a woman when you're involved with her? Do you expect her to respect you and to bring you peace and to be that peace? Or do you expect her to be an equal contributor to the household as well? But the issue with that is men aren't equal contributors to, as it relates to the caring or the rearing of a child. Men aren't equal when it comes to actually carrying a child for 9 months and going through the labor process. And women give heir to men's legacies. Do you know what I mean? So I think our roles are equal but different, and that's okay. And I feel like that's a real conversation that we need to have in the 21st century as to why our marriage is not working. Why are they 50% more, like, the chances of divorces are more likely than um, sustaining a successful and healthy marriage? Are our expectations unrealistic? Do we need to realign ourselves with to the word and what the word says? In any religion, I think in the Abrahamic religions, whether it's Judaism, Christianity, Islam, men are supposed to be the providers. And when men fail to be the providers, and women then therefore lose their respect, the family breaks down. So yeah, these are my just thoughts for the day. And I want you guys to really sit on it and really put in. I really would love the men to engage, because I think I have my channel is 30% men, 70% women. Thank you for those few men that are watching and contributing. But let me hear your thoughts on what women think that you're supposed to do and be, and what you actually are, and what you expect of a woman to do and be, and what they are feeling to do. All right then, guys, thank you for tuning in yet again. You know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe. And do what? Tell a friend to come on with it. Thank you. Bye.